Hello, today we're going to be talking about the virtual career fair, and this is the student guide. So this virtual career fair guide serves as a valuable resource designed to help students navigate the various opportunities available at career fairs. Its purpose is to provide practical advice and tips on how to effectively prepare for and make the most out of the event in a virtual setting. This guide covers areas such as an overview using Zoom events, best practices for researching employers, perfecting resumes, preparing for interviews, and understanding how to engage with recruiters and industry professionals after the fair. So we have some helpful tips here to share before registering for the event. One thing to keep in mind too is to register early, get ahead of everything else by taking a look at the employers, aka our exhibitors, before the event and take a look at their hiring positions. You are able to do that either before you register or right after you register for this fair. You can also create a profile in the Zoom event by adding a photo of yourself as well as some contact information. And make sure that you also have an updated resume ready to go. That can either be something digital, like a PDF copy or Word document that you have, that you can go ahead and send to that exhibitor. And then you can also meet with your career services coordinator to review resumes, maybe get some interview feedback, and talk about your career goals. For the first step of the registration, you will definitely want to create a Zoom account prior to doing this. You can register without it, but you will not have access to all the features at the event itself in the virtual platform. The next step is to go ahead and register. So you will have a unique link that will be sent to you either via email or you'll receive it in your Canvas platform. You can click on those links and register accordingly that way. So after you've registered for the fair, you will receive an email from NMSU Virtual Events with your event ticket. You will need to save this email and join the event with the join button that we will show here on the following slide. So over on the right side of this slide, you will see a screenshot of what your invite will look like. There is a join button over here in the top middle area. So you will click that whenever it's time to join the event. You can also add this event to your calendar, either Google, Outlook, Yahoo, or Apple. We recommend that you add it to your student account since you used your student email to register for this event. That is another tip. You will only need to use your NMSU email. And some things to also know before you go. Here are some tips to also remember. Test your equipment before you log into Zoom. And as well as the invite goes, just make sure that you save this email once you receive it. Some things to expect during the career fair. On the day of the career fair, you should definitely log in early. The events usually start at 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. If you are watching this in the future, this may have changed, but nonetheless, you should definitely attend and log in early, about 10 or 15 minutes before the event actually starts. You'll be able to actually sit into the lobby area and check out the other sessions, booths, and things like that before it starts. And this is also a great time for you to check and make sure your audio and visual equipment is working properly. You'll also be able to navigate to different exhibitor sessions throughout the fair and also get a chance to network with employers as well as NMSU Global staff that are moderating this event. In the lobby, students will be able to watch a short video from Global and see who will be speaking in the opening and closing sessions as well as the help desk session. So, as we mentioned in the previous slide, you can visit exhibitors' sessions by just going to the Sessions tab on the Zoom event, and you will see a list of employers there, and you can just join their sessions accordingly. So students can join any of the employers by choosing the frame listed. So once you see this join button, you'll be able to click on those and go there. So during the fair, you will also be attending different sessions throughout this event. So you are able to hop in and hop out of sessions just like you would in a real life event where you would just go to a different exhibitor's table and then stop by and go to another exhibitor's table. One thing to note, when you're looking at the exhibitors' booths, you will probably see them in a different way that looks a little bit different like this. There's a way to navigate and view these booths a little bit easier. One of those things that we suggest is for students to toggle off spatial view. The spatial view lets you drag and move around your mouse so you can navigate the fair platform as if it were real life, but also digital. This makes it a little bit easier to view all of your exhibitors if you have the spatial view toggled off. Otherwise, you'll have to drag your mouse to find the exhibitors in their booths. So if you remain in there, that's what you would have to do. But here you have a clearer list, and you can click on the icon of the employer, and that will take you to their page where there is contact information, information about the positions they might be hiring for, as well as any other documents that they may have uploaded to their booth. It also included some best practices for this event too. It goes without saying, come dressed for success. Wear business attire while at this event. Even though it's virtual, it's great first impression to look polished and professionally dressed. So we want to also make sure that we look the part as well. Another thing too is it helps your mindset. It helps you get into the of being dressed and professionally ready for an interview. And one other thing to do is prepare questions for employers. We have some listed down here below. What skills and qualifications are you looking for with this position? Describe your ideal candidate for me. What are your expectations for the person in this role? Those are just a couple of questions that you're free to use. Some other questions that are really good can be found using maybe a Google search, or you can maybe work with one of your career services coordinators to come up with some good questions to ask. Another thing that you might want to also do is create a short elevator pitch, aka just a little quick 30-second speech about yourself, and share your goals and objectives. This is a chance to highlight who you are, what you do, and the career or job you desire, as well as your strengths, your skills, and your expertise. After the fair, you will be receiving a post-event survey as soon as you close out of the event. That survey will be very short, about 2 minutes in length, so we encourage you all to take that immediately after the event is over. In addition to that, make sure that you have exchanged contact information with employers so you can connect with them later on, and or download a copy of any exhibitor materials too. And if you're able to do so and have the time frame, go ahead and start applying for those positions if they are open and available to you. Other best practices to follow up. It is recommended to follow up with the employer you connected with during the fair. This is usually done within like the first week after the event is over. You want to make sure that you connect timeliness to that and thank them for speaking with you during that time. The lobby will remain open to students and employers for the remainder of the semester, so you can always go back to the event and review contact information and materials from the exhibitor booth long after the event is over. If you have a LinkedIn, you can connect with the company and the employers from the exhibit booth. And it also is a really nice gesture to send a thank you email or maybe a LinkedIn message, as well as maybe a phone call to the employer. That concludes our quick guide on how to be successful at the Student Virtual Career Fair, and we hope to see you there. Thank you.